Hi guys, once again it's time for another video, and for today's video, since I've been doing more hands-on stuff, we're going to keep with that trend, but we're going to move a little away from science and to more fun. And for that reason, we are going to be doing origami, mainly origami fish, but there are plenty of other things that you can do with origami, like this little cat that I made earlier. But the whole reason that we're making origami fish is to follow our theme of Dr. Seuss, and I chose to follow the theme of Dr. Seuss's one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. And the reason why it's a really good book. Most of Dr. Seuss is really good. So to start off, what you're going to need to do is find paper, any paper that you want. I'm just going to use plain old white paper. And the reason why is this is the paper that you guys would most likely have at home or know where to get some pretty easily. So to start this off is origami always needs a square paper, and as you can see, this is not square, this is clearly a rectangle. So we're going to start off by making this into a square. So how we're going to do that is we're going to fold the paper into a triangle just like this. If I can get it to work. There we go. And we are going to crease the edge of this triangle. If you don't know what crease means, it means basically we're going to push down the edge so that they're flat. And I'm going to be using that word crease a lot in this video. So just make sure that whenever I say crease, you make sure to push the edge down so it's flat, it's straight, and it makes a nice line in the paper. All right? So when you're done with the fold, it should look something like this, like a little, kind of like a little slanted house, right? So after this, there's many ways that you guys can make this into a square, but we're gonna need to cut this part off, and there are many ways to do that. You can fold it, or easiest way to do that is with scissors. Scissors always come in handy, so I know most people have some at home. If not, you could probably have, your parents probably know where some are, so ask them. But what we're going to do is we're just going to cut off this bottom little rectangle piece right here with the scissors. Make sure you keep them relatively straight. You don't want to, cut into the paper that we're going to use. But if you do, that's okay. It's not going to be a big deal in the end. So now we have this little triangle thing. But if we open it up, we should have a square. And the good thing about making your own squares like this is you already have your first line started. This line right here is going to be our first line that we would have folded with a square. So now if we fold it, you'll see that this is a triangle, but we want to open it back up and fold it the other way so we make another triangle with it. Once again, we're going to fold it down the middle. Make sure it's a perfectly straight triangle. It doesn't have to be too perfect, but get it as close as you can to the edge. And then we're going to crease the end again. Make sure you crease them very well, because you want those lines to show up when you open it up. All right? So we should have this again. We should have this again, and when you open it up, you should now see a square with an X on it. And that's what we're hoping for. So now we're going to move on to the next one. So when you put it down, you should now see that it's kind of stays up a bit. What you want to do, and you don't really have to do this, but I like to do this because it makes it easier later on. You want to push down in the middle and make it pop up so it stays up like this. So next we're going to do is we're going to make lines right here. We're going to fold more, which basically origami is all about, is folding and preparing your piece of paper for the thing that you're going to make. So with this, we're going to fold this piece of paper in half, and we're going to make it a hot dog. Why is it called hot dog? Well, because as you can see, it's another rectangle again, and it looks kind of like a hot dog bun. So that's why it's called hot dog style. So we're going to fold it, we're going to crease the edge again. Make you guys are always creasing. We're always just preparing our origami right now. And we're making sure that we have the lines. So after you make a hot dog, you're going to open it up and you'll see this little pattern on it. And that's what we want right now. So, continuing on, we're gonna fold it again the other way and make another hot dog. Once again, we're gonna crease the edges and make sure we have it very well creased. Or if you want, you could also use your scissors and push it down against the edge right there and get a nice good crease. So we're gonna open it, and now you should see a square with a bunch of little triangles in it. That's what we want. So after we got to this point, we're gonna flip it back over so it's standing up again like this. And we're gonna do it again, and we're gonna push the middle and make it pop up, just like this. So now it looks like this, and it should look the same, but a little more kind of umbrella-ish. If you hold it like this, it kind of looks like an umbrella. So now what we're gonna do is bringing these two pieces to the middle, like this. So it should look similar to this. And after you bring those two to the middle, those two sides to the middle, we're just gonna push down very gently and make it so it's another triangle. See? And the reason why I had you guys fold it over and flip it over so many times is because it makes doing this part easier. If you didn't flip it over and fold it like I did, that's fine. It should still be doable, but you might need to get some help from your parents to do it in this part. But now that we have this, as you can see, we have the face, kind of like the face of our fish right here, similar to this fish right here. So what we're going to do now is flip it over to this side, and we're going to make the fins of the fish. So in order to do that, all you have to do is take one of the little triangle flaps, not both of them, we just want one, and you're going to fold it over, not to the middle, but a little bit past, but not too much. So you're going to fold it over, and it should look something like this. And you're going to crease that edge again. Creasing the edge, make sure that the triangle is to the middle, or at least the top bit is part of the middle. And then when you open it up, you should have a little line right here that you will use to make a next fold. You're going to take this next little triangle flap, and you're going to fold it to that line that you made with the last one. So we're going to fold it to this one, just like that, and we're going to crease this edge. Okay? Once again, we're preparing our lines and we're preparing our paper for the final origami. So once you have that, you're going to open it up. So it should look something similar to this. So once you have this, you're going to open up the last flap, push down the first one that we made, and then put the last one over. And it should look like this. Now we have our fish, but it's not done, right? Fishes, it kind of looks different to this one, where this one has a face. So what we're gonna do is, we're just gonna draw our little face on. So all you have to do, just draw a little eye any way you want to. This is you can do it any way you want. You don't have to do it the same way I do. But that's how I'm going to do my eye. And then just to draw a little mouth. It's a happy fish, just like the ones in Dr. Seuss's book. And now you have a fish with a little face on it that you can go swimming around with. And you can make many of these fishes, even with this part that you cut off earlier. So never throw away these parts that you cut off, because you can still use these to make other origamis. And then you can make a bunch, and you can have happy little fish families, which I made this one using one of these as well. So that is all that I'm going to be showing you guys today. Thank you guys for watching, and if you make these, I want to see them. So post them down in the comments below, take a picture of them after you're making them, post them down in the comments, and remember, you guys can do this with any kind of paper that you have. You can do it with colored paper or scratch paper that you have laying around. They're super fun to make. They're super simple, and you can do a bunch of things with them. Make a little play or something with them. So I will see you guys in our next videos. Have a good day.